Hello everybody, my name is 7up, and today I'm going to be having like a showcase of all my art. Not all of it, but all my art books. I had a lot of fun making the last video, my last ASMR video. It was my first one. I had a lot of fun with it, so I decided just to do it again because it's something that, you know, that I can do, wasting my time. So let's just get right into the video. This is my first book I want to show you guys. This is my dream journal, actually, though I don't write all my dreams in here. I'm not going to show you the inside because that's a little bit more personal. Those are my dreams, and I don't really feel like talking about them right now. But yeah, this is a book that I made, or not technically made, but it's just a composition notebook that I basically glued some polyfill feathers and some eyeballs to, and I wanted it to look kind of like a biblically accurate angel thing. On the other side, I didn't really do much, but does that make a good sound? Not sure. Listen to those. But yeah, so this is just my dream journal. Though once again, I don't really put, I don't write a lot of my dreams in here anymore. It's the school year, so I don't really have time to do it. It's mostly a summer thing. But yeah, so I just wanted to throw that in. But today we're actually going to be looking through my old art books. And we're going to be going by grade level. So I believe we're starting out, I think this is 5th grade. And then we're going to be moving up to all the way up to 9th grade, I believe. I don't really have a 10th grade art book because I do mostly digital art now. But yeah, so this is my first book. Has some really cool dragons on there. I got this in 5th grade, specifically for art. And I would like to show you some of it. Now, some of the stuff in these books can be a little bit private and personal because I did vent a lot with my art. I don't think there's anything in this book, but if you see me skip over any pages, then please understand that's just more personal. But yeah, let's get started. So this book actually used to have like other pages in the front. I don't know what happened to them, but it would say "Get out." I guess I can't really remember, but it was "Get out of this book" or something. I can't remember. But yeah, so this is the first thing we have here. We got some eyeballs, some eyeball practice. Which ones do you think looks the best? I think this one was a crying eyeball, more just serious eyeball up here. This one looks a little angry. Hopefully you guys can see everything good. And then we just got more of a, just annoyed looking eyeball. Those look like some signatures. Failed art piece. A lot of my arts aren't finished. That's one thing. I will start an art piece and I'll never finish it. So I think there's a lot of these in this art book. So yeah, I don't know what the heck this is. Miss Potato Head. yeah, that's kind of weird, to say the least. I still do this all the time. I draw eyeballs and I draw like some weird shape around it, just for fun. A lot of these I think are just failed art pieces. Here's one. Well, it says my imagination, but it's a really cool dragon. I was obsessed with making characters in elementary and middle school. I was obsessed with it. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. Once again, just like the last video, I can't really see the camera all too well, but hopefully you guys can see it. Everything. I'll move it down a bit. There we go. Some more failed art pieces. Failed. Let's see, where are some good ones? Oh yes. In middle school, I was obsessed with Demon Slayer. It was one of my first animes that I ever started. I think this book is actually mixed with different grades, because I remember drawing this one in middle school. I think it was 7th grade. But this is mostly 5th grade stuff and 6th grade stuff, or it should be. But yeah, here we got Gyu Tomioka, I think that's his name. He's a water demon slayer guy. I can't remember any of the names. I was obsessed with like the Angus, I don't know how to say it, but like the AUs, where they turned him into a demon. So this picture I think was depicting him as a normal human and then as a demon. Here's another anime. This is supposed to be Hawks looking at his younger self. He was one of my favorite characters. A lot of this is really embarrassing to show you guys, but once again, I just love looking at my art and I like sharing it. So yeah, this is somebody. I don't watch a lot of Naruto. I don't watch a lot of Naruto anymore. I can't remember any of their names. Kakashi? I think that's Kakashi. Or was supposed to be by Scratch to Mount. We don't have much in here. I would never finish any of my art books. I don't think any of my art books are actually finished. Here we got some stuff there. Signatures again. Oh, that page came out. Keep that there. Keep that there. More signatures. It doesn't look like there's much else in this book. Not much else at all. That's okay. Sorry if it went through that kind of fast. There's no good drawings in this one. But yes, that was 5th, 6th, and some other grades maybe. Perhaps. let's move on to the next grade. Can't exactly remember. I think this is, let me see. This should be 7th grade. 7th and 8th. Mostly 7th, I think, though. Now, in this book, I believe there are some more personal drawings. So hopefully we don't come across any of those. I hate the spiral notebooks. They suck. Here we are. This is our first drawing. I don't know who this is supposed to be, but he's looking at a bird. A bird. That shading. Here we go. No lead, so I don't ruin my drawings. Where's the camera? There it is, guys. There it is. Okay. See? I wasn't very good at drawing hands, and I'm gonna say this again. I'm still not very good at it at all. This says Dalton. His name must be Dalton then. Bro, just a convenience store worker. Maybe. Is that in frame? Guys, I'm afraid that nothing's gonna be in frame. That's Dalton. Oh, that's better. There you go. Dangers. I'm not sure this is probably for one of my stories. I would make a bunch of stories that I would never finish. But these seem to be some dangers. So let's read them. Okay, let's start with the most obvious big words. Distichets. Sorry if you can hear the roosters in the background. They love going right outside my window and crowing at the worst times. But that says distichets. Vicious animals that won't stop hunting. I believe it's this guy right here. He looks kind of like a hog mixed with like a dragon or something. seeing that one animation by, it was like Death, and he made friends with a deer, and that deer died by him. But I think that character was based off him, and the Indominus Rex, and the other raptor-looking guy as well. I'm not very good of dinosaurs anymore, or the Jurassic Park movies. Looks like we got a pony. A pony. This huge, huge spiky boy. interesting. I did have to cut the video as I was looking at the spiky boy, and I realized that you guys didn't really get to see the first book that well. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying my best to get everything in frame. I can't see the screen, so. But yeah, look at this one. against the laws of nature. And we have this guy. I'm not sure what he is supposed to be. was a sweet shop. And that's all the dialogue we get. I don't know the story. I made so many that I don't know what happens next, guys. Because that's where I stopped making them. This must be a biblically accurate angel. I'm obsessed with those. Though I'm not really a Christian, I still love angels. I think they're so cool. Another work in progress angel. Kinda cool looking. That's why. I think we have another one. Another failed attempt at drawing an angel. You can tell that because it has those rings around it. Those words, halos. But I never finished it. I never finish anything. That's the moral of the story. Am I going the wrong? What am I doing? Okay. We have another one. Another failed attempt. Let's see here. We got some math. I was counting up days for some reason. Four-eared cur. That was supposed to be one of my OCs. But looks like I did that in a different notebook. In fact, I flashed it a little bit. I flashed a drawing in my last video. There's that character. I made a dragon puppet, but I didn't like how it looks, so I threw it away. And I wish I didn't, because even though I messed up on it and I didn't like it, now I appreciate my art. And I want to keep all the art I can to show my journey as an artist. Here we have an A pose. I'm not sure why I drew this. I think I was trying to learn anatomy at the time. Talking about anatomy, I have a human body coloring book. Maybe in my next ASMR video, we can color in there and learn about the human body. Now there are some not so great pictures for YouTube, so I will have to go through that book and black out just like a sticking up or anything. Those pictures show some maybe inappropriate pictures because it's a book about the human body and all as old, so it doesn't look like an email. I think its legs are too short. Please diss on my art. This isn't the art that I like. Oh, what is that? Okay, guys. Okay. Who is that? Pokemon.
obsessed with broccoli in this grade for some reason. I think it was probably because of My Hero Academia. And I would go Deku broccoli all the time. I was that, like, weird anime kid. There was a lot of weird anime kids in my school, though, so we'd all joke about it. September 12th. Mouse eating cheese or a sandwich. Can't tell what that is. We have SpongeBob with broccoli hair. Guessing it was a reference to My Hero Academia. Who knows? September 14th. I don't even know what's happening there. Like I said, I tried less and less each day, unless I was really in the mood to draw my artworks. Like, what the heck is this? I didn't put a date down. It's a tree, maybe, I don't know. September 18th. Probably to draw our favorite characters, I think. Dazai, Bungo Stray Dogs. I love Dazai, and I still love him now. Since I am turning 16 on Sunday. Oh, hold up, let me give you the story first. The actual Dazai, Zama Dazai, I don't know. I can't remember his name. He has that book, No Longer Human. I begged my mom to read it, or get it. She was like, no, not until you're 16. So, my 16th birthday is coming up. Do you think she'll let me read it? Maybe. And then we got Sunny from Amori, and Hector from Amori, the little rock guy. The 19th. It looks like a shark. And on like eating a sailboat. The 20th, September 20th. There's a chicken in a KFC bucket. I was also very obsessed with KFC at the time. Probably because of hogs. Yeah. My whole entire personality in 8th grade came from animes, guys. It's embarrassing to say, but it did. 21st. I don't know what's happening there. Oh, whoa. We'll get to that one here in a second, guys. The 25th. It's a chair. Either coming out of a book or just standing on a book. Interesting, to say the least. 26. I don't know. It just says fly and clap. 27th. There's, oh, you know what? I wonder if this is Tomater jumping over a bunch of cars. I think there is a scene from the Cars movie where he does that. 25th. Somebody's dreaming about something. And then else you can learn drawing, guys. But first, I think that's a ladybug, but we don't care about that one, do we? Let's get the obvious elephant in the room. This buff guy. Sounds Squidward. I don't know. I don't know what that is. And then I would smash it. What are you smashing, younger me? 7-Up. Don't smash other people. That's not nice. Unless it's fictional. Just kidding. No, guys. Here we have a melted rose. In art, we had to do this project where it was like a dot painting. So each you had to paint with dots. So you got a Q-tip and you dipped it in paint, and you could not like sway a paintbrush. You could not sway a paintbrush back and forth. It had to be dots. And I did a melting rose. It turned out really nice. I don't know what happened to it though. Okay, what else we got here? These were my drawings get a little crazy. Okay, it's a duck. Mud on its shoes. Or it could be poop. Who knows? But it looks like all other ducks are crushing over him. What is happening in this photo? We'll never know. This guy has a really cool freaking mustache. And he has a gun as well. Maybe it's a sheriff. I think maybe it's a sheriff. Oh yeah, because he's holding a donut as well. The obvious stereotype. Oh, wait, I kind of know this one. So, I think each day we had to make like an egg. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't know, maybe we just made some eggs. Probably dragon eggs to me though. We got the obvious flower egg. This is probably a fire egg. This one right here. That's a ice egg. This guy. I think that one's a water egg. Then we got an angel egg. I don't know what type of egg that is, but that's all stars around it. Then we have a lightning egg. Wow. We got an egg, and we got another egg. You can see how detailed they get. Well, less detailed we get. I don't know. Some of the crazy drawings. What the frick is that? Looks like either trees or lollipops, or sorry, ice cream on a stick crab, both lips. And then we got go of the god. Moo. What is happening? That's not right. And then we got two small drawings down here. I don't know what they are. This one looks like a shark. This one doing like a hula hoop or something. And this one looks like a... I don't know what the hell that is. Next one. muscles for the first time in like a couple years. And it was okay to draw, but I didn't really like drawing it. It's not my style. I don't like drawing muscles. But I need to learn because I want to do commissions someday. And who knows, maybe the character who I'm drawing commissions for, maybe their character has muscles, so I need to learn. But yes, that is this book. That is all of 8th grade. Now we get into my 9th grade year. this must be Andrew again. That's invent art. Editor. Please black that out. We don't want people seeing that. Yeah, no, that too. Yeah, you know what? You know what? I think he might just not finish his book because there seems to be some pretty good stuff in it. Mostly about dreams. My medicine makes me have really bad dreams, nightmares, lucid dreams. So, I believe most of the drawings were of the ones, some of my nightmares I've had. Yes, let's move on. So that was just my art that I do in church. Let's move on to 9th grade though. Now there is spent art in here. So I might either have to blur it out or just cut the video. We'll see. My friend gave me this sticker. I love them so much. You should go follow them on Deviant. I don't know how to say their name. Okay. This one also has a lot of failed art. is using his power